My name's Brandy. I was originally born here in Omaha. I lived here for about 5 years. We moved out to Louisville. Have lived there ever since. My parents still live there. And that's where I originally met Marcus.
Marcus Robbins. I was born in Manly, Nebraska until 6th grade. And then we moved and went to Louisville for junior high, 7th grade. And that's when I met Brandy.
So we went to a sock hop. It's a dance that Louisville has. And he tried to kiss me and he slobbered everywhere. And I told someone and it spread like wildfire, like junior high does.
So there's some debate on this. I know I broke up with her, but she accused me of being a sloppy kisser. So, I mean, it's kind of on her and it's kind of on me. But I'm very non-confrontational. So instead of just telling her that I wanted to break up, I gave her a note that was stapled together like 9 times. It was ridiculously stapled, like way too many times.
And said, read alone on the bus, and he broke up with me. And we didn't talk again. And we started talking in 2016, so maybe like 18, 20 years. So we both were on a dating website, Plenty of Fish, and I was just scrolling through and it said that he wanted to meet me.
I looked at her profile and I sent her a message and I said, hey, this is Mark, how are you doing? And she was kind of flabbergasted or taken aback.
And I was like, you idiot, do you know who I am? And so I clicked on his picture and I was like, no, it is him. And so I messaged him and I said, do you realize who I am?
I was 95% sure it was her.
And he was like, I think so. Your eyes kind of tell me, but just tell me your name just in case. And I told him my name and he was like, oh my gosh, yes. I was like terrible to you. I would love to make it up to you. And so like 2 days later, we met after he got off work and here we are.
I think it's very fortunate that we met back up when we did, because any other time in our lives, it probably just wouldn't have worked out.
We joke about it all the time. We joke with both of our families, and his parents are always like, yeah, we told you not to date, and we told you not to give her that note, and everyone laughs about it. It's a big joke now. Okay, some of the quirks that Marcus has that drives me nuts is he's OCD about some things. He's a very clean person, and my house is very cluttered.
She knows the biggest thing is clutter. She has stuff all over the house. That's definitely the biggest one. I wake up and it takes me about 5 minutes before I'm like fully awake and ready to go for the day. And so I start, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe, hey babe. And finally, after like 5 minutes of me poking her and yelling, hey babe, she'll just kind of roll over and she's like, what?
So the proposal happened, and he doesn't know this, so this will be interesting for him to find out. We had bought the ring together, and I knew he had it, and we were gonna go to Iowa on this like waterfall adventure. If you look it up, there's like 13 waterfalls in Iowa that you can go look at. And so we decided over the weekend that we were gonna go to these waterfalls. And I needed to go put something in my car, and I just was putting it in my glove compartment box, and I opened it and I saw the ring box there. So I like quickly threw it in there and shut it, and I just pretend like I knew nothing about it.
I hid the box in the glove compartment, and I think she knew the entire time what I was doing.
And then we get to the first waterfall, and I get out, and he's like, I need to go to the bathroom. And I was like, okay. Well, he was driving. And so I get out of the passenger seat, he gets out of the driver's seat, and I start walking, and I shut my door already. He shuts his door, and then I hear him open my door back up, and then he shuts it again. And I was like, he's getting the ring. Like, I'm not stupid.
Well, and then when we went to different locations, I would try and sneak the ring into my pocket without her seeing. So if it was the right one, I could stop and propose there. So I think she saw the ring in my pocket, but she didn't say anything because she didn't want to ruin the moment for me.
And so I turned back around, and I could clearly see this box in his side pocket of his swim trunks. And I just was like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. And the first waterfall was terrible, so he didn't. The second waterfall was like so far away we couldn't even get to it. The third waterfall was a 45-minute hike, And with the first two being so terrible, we were like, we're not doing this 45-minute hike. There's no way. Well, then we buckled down and we ended up, we're like, we're gonna go. And thankfully we did. It was a gorgeous waterfall. And I get a little bit ahead of him and he was like, well, babe, now's any time better than ever. He's like, will you marry me? And I was like, yeah. Like, not on one knee, just like, well, better do it now. So, yeah, I don't think he knows I knew the ring was in there the whole time.
And then she was telling her friends and her parents, she's like, of course only he would propose to me. Like, I'm muddy, I'm dirty, I'm sweaty, we've been walking all day, we're not in the greatest of moods, but she was like, it was perfect for us. So it was a really good day.
I think from an outsider's point of view, not someone that doesn't know us, we always tease about this because we joke around a lot in public. And I think sometimes people look at that relationship from the outside and they're like, oh my gosh, like, are they okay in their relationship? Because we can be jokingly mean to each other. And I think sometimes from the outside, people don't realize that. But we as a couple know that we're joking. He always jokes and says that people from the outside thinks he's probably abusive just from what he says. And a lot of times I have to tell him, will you stop it? Like, you were making people look at us really weird.
We have a lot of inside jokes that we have to explain to a lot of people. Where I would see us in 5 years, hopefully, is back in our hometown. We want to move back home.
We're hoping within the next 2 years, we're hoping to buy some land to build a house. We'll sell my house. And then hopefully start having kids within the next 2 years. We'll kind of see how it goes.